Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and in today's video, I will be covering Paleo Pines, a lot of the things you could do in this, so this is great if you are interested in Paleo Pines and want a better idea of what to expect. So in this game, there's character creation. It's pretty limited, but it's enough to be able to come up with a unique design. You'll at least get your character look alright. I decided to just make mine have light blue hair and green eyes. It is limited on character creation, but it's still a great little feature the game has to offer. There's even a different select kinds of outfits you could dress your avatar in, so that's pretty nice. This game is a farming game. It covers a lot of farming and befriending cute and adorable dinosaurs. So it looks like this dino just hatched from its egg. It's discovering everything in the house, bathtubs, which it fits just right in. It likes sleeping by its crystal, it's like a nightlight. And this little guy's doing pretty good fitting in the household. Loves dancing to music. But once this dino got a little too big, it had a hard time fitting in the bathtub and dancing and even sleeping without bumping into everything. And so our avatar decides to take our dino out into the country to start a farm, and that way the dino could be outdoors so they're not so crowded. And the dino really wants to find its family, other dinos of its same species, but they're pretty rare. So this is where the story starts off. And you'll meet NPCs for the story that'll help you out getting started, but the tutorial isn't too much. Honestly, this game doesn't really cover too much of the basics. So I'm really been struggling at learning how to play, but because of that, as long as I learn how to play the game more properly, I'm going to do how-to videos because I hardly am able to find anything over the topics I've struggled in this game. But you do speak to the NPCs, so that moves the story along a little bit. You could come across them in the village, but you could do all kinds of things. There's stables you keep your dinosaurs in, and you must continue to feed them. Your starter dino is a herbivore, so they eat grass. If you have a meat eater, you'll need meat. And different dinos have different ways they could help you at your farm. Lucky here, this blue dino is able to break small rocks and wood piles. So that'll help you clean up your farm starting out. And there's a little journal that tells you about the quest you gotta complete, how your dinos are doing, whether they're happy or unhappy, and all kinds of good, interesting little features. And then, when you leave your farm, there's an open world Verdian Valley, it's called. You get to explore here. Tons of wild dinos exist here. A lot of blocked paths that you'll unlock later on. You could run into villagers outside. You could collect fruits, herbs, all kinds of things. Little items that could be pretty useful in the game later on. And there's tiny dinos too. So there's dinosaurs, small and large. So this is this village, the marketplace, where you could shop for seeds to grow plants and all of that good stuff. The game will actually introduce each shop to you when you reach this point in the game. And sometimes you'll meet the NPCs. They'll do a tutorial. Marlo helped with when it came to making a stable, giving it a few extra perks. Helped me actually finish it up with the fence line and adding a gate. You have to have your little area enclosed, but there's always a gate because the one thing about this game, the dinosaurs are not like Pokemon where you own them. They're not items, they're your friends. So if your friend Dino is unhappy, they could leave at any time they want. So it's important to make sure their stables are just right. Make sure it's fenced in, has the gate for them to come in and out of. And make sure to clean up their dino poo, because that's a thing. Have a crystal in there, because they like their night lights. Without it, they'll definitely leave. And it's so fun being able to explore the open world of the valley in this game, because there's so many wild dinos, all kinds of things to take a look at. But there's a lot of blocked paths. Only certain dinosaurs could break open certain paths for you to progress. I have yet to obtain a dino that'll help me out with progressing farther in the game. And then the characters do have their own houses that you'll pass by. So this is Owen's house. Sometimes you'll find him there. Another neat feature, you could blow a flute and get the attention of your dinosaurs. You could actually speak to them while using the flute. That feature will also be important when it comes to trying to gain the trust of other dinos to join your farm. And of course, since this is a farming game, you're able to do just that, farm plants, all of that. So there's some dinosaurs that could actually help water your crops later on in the game, but you have the option to water your farm as well. And you could take notes whenever you find a new discovery. So, really fun game. It's pretty laid back. The game, my only biggest issue, does not explain how to do things, how to progress in the game very well, like at all. I will look up YouTube videos, articles, everything, and I won't find anything useful. So sometimes when you run into a pickle, it's hard to progress. Especially when no one talks about it online. But because of that, once I figure out how to do certain things that I struggled with in the game, I'm gonna make videos on that in hopes of helping other people who could have struggled the same as I did too. So this is when I meet my first dino. This is how you could befriend your dinos. And this particular one is my favorite. They're a Gallimimus? Yeah, dinosaur names are pretty tricky to pronounce, but you first get their attention with the flute. Just keep doing the red marking 3 times, the red bubbles, and eventually you'll get their attention. But if you're too far away, like I am, you won't get their attention. Not unless you step a little closer. Don't be shy. Just go right up to them. Even if they're spooked off, they still stay around the area. So it's not like in Pokemon they'll just vanish. So just keep blowing the flute, the red bubbles, and eventually you'll get one of their attentions. There we go. So that's how you get a dino's attention. And this one is so cute. It's my favorite. This particular one could help you with farming quite a lot. They could gulp down a lot of water over by the pond at the farm, and they'll spray the water out at your crops, helping you with the gardening, keeping your plants pretty watered. And in order to gain their trust, you have to keep blowing certain bubbles out. This just learning to communicate with your dino, which could sometimes be tricky. Sometimes you have to do multiple bubbles or make your bubbles grow a bit larger than usual. Which sounds like a lot of people actually do struggle with it online. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. Might even make a video once I feel ready to just show the process of just the different dinos and ways you could communicate with them. And you have to give them a treat. Sometimes they don't like the snacks you give them. This one really did not like spring onions. Actually, they hate spring onions. So I decided to try a carrot like the game was recommending, because this was my first time trying to tame a dino. And this one loved the carrot a lot. And because of that, I decided to name this dinosaur Carrots. You could actually give your dino a nickname once you've gained their trust. And I would do that especially if, say, for any reason your dino was unhappy and leaves your farm. Maybe if you have them nicknamed, you could recognize them if it's possible to run into them in the wild. I don't know if it's possible to run into them again once they leave your farm. Because of that, it's definitely vital to keep your dino happy. And you'll want the arrow at this compass to be at the dark green. That way it could be a 100% chance of gaining its trust. And you have to give it a cupcake that they actually like. These are called pop-ins. If they don't like the pop-in, they won't become your dino companion. But luckily, this crunchy pop-in, this dino really liked, so I was able to gain their trust. So this is a Gallimimus, actually a real dinosaur if you look up the name. Apparently this dino could have just bare skin, or this one rather is feathered. There's even feathered kinds. I think the feathered is pretty cute. And I named them Carrots because they like carrots. And I feed them carrots on a daily basis. Gotta give them carrots. So yeah, that's their nickname. So this is to give an idea of how you could befriend your dino companions. I had to include this in the video because this was probably my most favorite moment in the game. Just being able to actually gain the trust of this dino became my favorite. Once they trust you enough where you could ride on them. This one is so fast and it's really cute. I'm just with this dino most of the time in my playthroughs. My favorite dinosaur growing up was a T-Rex, but for some reason this one was just so cute when I ran into them in this game. I've been with this Gallimimus since, but we're gonna start just nicknaming this dino Carrots in these videos because I am probably really bad at pronouncing dinosaur names. I don't typically talk about dinosaurs, so yeah. But don't worry, once you befriend one, they'll follow you around. I was really afraid starting off that Carrots would leave me. I was wondering what I was supposed to be doing at the time. If they were gonna stick with the herd, or if they would follow me. So I started to use the flute, hoping they'd follow me. but I only got the attention of the other ones. So they ran off. And yeah, I was kind of having a hard time with that. I didn't even realize that carrots would just follow me automatically. You don't have to play the flute for them to follow you. You could just walk away right after befriending one, and they'll stay close. But since I was a noob when I was playing this, I had no idea and I was panicking. But open your journal and write next to your dino. That way you could know what they need. And Carrots is in need of a pen, which is a dino stable out on your farm. Every dino you befriend needs a stable. If you don't give them a stable, they might not stick with you, so that's very important. And honestly, I wasn't even sure about doing a stable. I was at a loss. It was a little overwhelming, actually, because I had just started the game and I was already expected to make a pen for Carrots. Oh, and one other thing, you can write notes about your dino in your journal. You're limited, like a lot. I was hoping I could do several pages or something, but the game really limits the notes. I'm just gonna mention it. If any game developers or anyone involved in this game is watching, please, if we could write several pages entries about our dinosaurs in the notebook, that would have been awesome. If not, I'm just gonna take a real life notebook and just make a diary on my dinosaurs. But yeah, I love making notes about them. I wrote Lucky gets tired easily. And with Carrots, I wrote about the reason why I gave him his nickname. Just Carrots is the cutest name and fits the situation, because Carrots really enjoyed the carrots I gave him. Oh, and another thing, you cannot decorate the inside of your house in this game. You can't even go in your house. It's not like Stardew Valley where you have like access to inside your house, so don't buy the game expecting this to be like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing where you could go inside your house. You can't. This is more focused on bonding with dinosaurs and just working on your farm. Like the outside of your farm, not in your house. So keep that in mind before you buy this game. I'm playing this game on Steam and I'm using an Xbox controller. It's a really fun game. And one neat thing, if you use a Xbox controller for this PC game, if you try and pet your dino, the controller will vibrate, which is pretty cool. This game, I know it's available on Steam, and it's on the Nintendo Switch as well. Could be available on other platforms, but those are the platforms I'm aware of at the moment that carries this game. I will be making more playthroughs on the experience playing this and my progress. This video I was kind of just trying to explain all the different activities you could do while playing this, because there's a lot to do. So this is a lot of things you should know before you buy this game. It's a really cute, laid-back game. It's really fun. Only problem I have, the game really doesn't explain a lot of things, how to do, or especially how to progress. So it's a really cute game. I would recommend it if you're a dinosaur lover, and if you want to find something, a farming game, that's similar to Stardew Valley. Even Animal Crossing has farming, so it's pretty laid back like that too, but it's pretty unique and different, this game, in its own way. So it won't be the same exact experience as you've had in other games similar, but I think this is a great game. And I'm going to make more videos on this game because I love it so much. So thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you're considering buying this game. I plan on making more videos, maybe how-to videos, for anyone who may be struggling starting out in the game. I really struggled a lot, especially when it came to how to unlock different flavored Poppins, such as the Juicy Poppin. I struggled really bad, and I'll be talking about that part and what all I was trying to do to unlock that in future playthroughs. But separately from my playthroughs, I'm going to make how-to tutorial videos on this game, because I struggled a lot, and I tried looking up YouTube videos, but most stuff wasn't helpful. I looked at articles, nothing really helped. So I think I'm gonna make some how-to videos in hopes if anyone struggled with similar things I struggled with, maybe my videos could help. So thanks for watching. Overall, even if this game does have a little bumps with knowing how to progress or what you're supposed to be doing to unlock things, it's a very cute game. So it's hard to stay too frustrated at it because it's just relaxing and enjoyable. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment.